Good morning, students. Today we read data handling second part. In previous video we saw that data represented by graph, that is picture graph, bar graph, double bar graph. In three types bar graphs are there. We represented the given data from the bar graph. Also, if bar graph is given, we can answer the questions asked about the bar graph. Now we read organizing data without graph. Okay, so it is also sometimes a data is given which is unorganized, okay, or not organized. So you have to make it, or you organize the data. Okay, suppose, and the part or the which is data is not organized, it is called raw data. Okay, simply a data is available, that is called raw data. So we have to organize the given data, okay, to get the proper information. Suppose one subject is some subjects given: art, math, then science, English, again suppose math, again math, art, English, then again science, math, like this. Okay, some subjects given. Again English, science, math, art, again English. So what is this? Some students like these subjects. Okay, so you have to find out how many students like maths, how many students like science, how many students like art, and how many students like science, art, math, and English. So 4 subjects. So like this, haphazardly these are given. So this is called raw data. So you have to organize the given data properly to find out how many students like math, how many students like art, how many students like English, and how many students like science subject, and which subject liked by the most of the students, which subject liked by the least number of students. So how will you organize the data? How will you make the organized data? So you have to write first. You make the data or subject, then tally mark. Okay, if you count, then if you count art 1, suppose 2, suppose 3, like this, it may be wrong. If you a large data is given, so if you count, it may be wrong. You may left some subjects. So if you use the tally marks, then without any wrong, you can make a correct data. So tally marks, then number of students. Okay, so first you write how many subjects: art, then maths, then science, then English. Okay, art, math, science, English. So first this art. So for first one you draw a one line. Maths given, for maths you write another line. Science, then for science another, then English draw another line. Again math, again another math, then art means for math, then art. Okay, English means at English draw line. Science, for science one, again math, English line, English again, science draw, math. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 maths, here another one. So you just to draw another line like this. It represents the 5 lines, which is easy to count. Maths, then for art, then English. English again 4 lines you draw. 5th one you cross this. Okay, over. Suppose another here English another one, then another English means you draw another line. Okay, understood how I did? So art means one art, you draw line. When 4 lines over, then fifth one you just cross it. Again like this. Suppose you will come 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth one cross. Then again 1, 2, 3, 4. Again fifth one you cross it. Then 1, 2. Suppose like this data will come. So how do you count? So this one counted as 50. 5. This is 5. This is 2. The total is 12. Like this you count the number of students. So here art means 3 lines, 3 students. Here maths 5. Here science 3. English 5, 1, 6. So here you got 3 number of students like art, 5 number of students like maths, 3 number of students like science, 6 number of students like English. So from this data, if you someone asked you which subject is liked by the most of the students, obviously 6, that is English subject. Which subject liked by the least of the students and same must be art and science. Okay, so this is the tally mark or it is ungrouped data. Frequency. So this is what frequency table. What is frequency? This is called also frequency. Frequency means number of times. Means number of times the subject liked by the students. That is, it is called frequency. Frequency gives the number of times of a particular entry. Particular entry means art is 3 times. Math is 5 times. Science is 3 times. So this is called frequency. So frequency of art is 3. Frequency of math is 5. Frequency of science is 3. So this is called frequency. So totally this is called frequency distribution table. So this totally you made the data table. This is called frequency distribution table. Okay, so this is called frequency distribution table. Okay, so like this, suppose another data also you try. Suppose like this, here cat, whatever. Another example if you take. Suppose dog, cat, cow, then again dog, cat, cow, again cat, dog, cow, like this. Suppose these animals liked by the students. So same thing, subject, animals name, suppose animals. You make that a dog, then cat, then cow, then frequency or the, here you can write frequency also. Okay, or tally marks, how many? Then number of animals. How? Suppose dog, 1 line, or cat, another line, cow, another line, dog, another line, again dog, another line, cat, cow, then cat, dog, cow. Okay, like this, frequency, dog frequency 4, cat frequency 3, cow frequency 4. So total animals, if you ask how many total animals, you can add here 4, 4, 8, 3, 11. Total animals 11. Frequency of dog 4, frequency of cow 4, frequency of cat 3. So this is called frequency distribution table. If you will data, raw data given, you can arrange in this type. So now grouping data. So then in previous we read that is ungrouped frequency distribution table. So there only you have given 3 animals name or 4 subjects. So it was easy to do that. But here some numbers given. Okay. So if you write 10, 11, 12, 13, largest number up to here, up to 55, lowest number is 10. So if you write 10, 11, 12, 13, it will be a large data. So here we make some groups. Okay, so how groups? So grouping data. So first we write groups, then tally marks, make data tally marks, then frequency. Okay, so how can you make groups? So you have to make the group according to the convenience. Okay, suppose 10, suppose I will make 10 to 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. So it is group. That means what numbers come in between 10, 0 to 10, it will come this group. 10 to 20 will come this group. 20 to 30 will come this group. 30 to 40 will, all numbers will come this group. So this is the group. So in this group, 0 is called lower limit. Okay, 0 is called lower limit. 10 is called upper class limit. Okay, 0 is called lower class limit. Okay, so this is group. So this is lower class limit, this is upper class limit, this is again lower class limit, this is upper class limit, lower class limit, upper class limit. So suppose some numbers come here. I will write some numbers. Suppose 9, 10, 11, 12, 20, 23, 30. So these numbers will come in which group? Okay, so 9. So 0 to 10, here 10, here 10, it is repeated. 20 repeated, 30 repeated. That means 10 will not come in this group. Okay, this upper limit will not come in this group. 10 will come to this group. Okay, 20 will not come this group. From starting 20 means 20 will write in this group. Okay, so that means 0 to 9, all numbers will come this 0 to 10 group. 10 to 20 means 10 to 19 numbers will come 10 to 20 groups. 20 to 30 means 20 to 29 numbers. All numbers will come in this group. Here also 30 to 39 numbers. Okay, so like this we have to put the numbers. You will must not confuse that 10 will come in this group or this group. So starting number 10 means 10 will come here in this group. Okay, 10 will included in second group. Okay, so this is the main thing you have to know. So difference or size or width of the group. Suppose you will be asked what is the size or width of the group. That means you will minus from upper limit to lower limit. So size or width equal to upper limit minus lower limit. Okay, so upper limit is 20 minus lower limit 10 means 10. Upper limit 30, lower limit 20 means 10. Upper limit 40 minus lower limit 30 means 10. So their group distribution of the width of the group is 10. So everywhere the group must be equal. Suppose here you write 0 to 10, then 10 to 15, suppose 15 to 18, that is not right. So in grouping data, in group distribution table, the width or the size of the group must be same. Okay, so you will choose, the difference will be 10 or 20 or 25 or maybe difference may be also 100 or 50. So you will choose the size or width of the table or the group according to the data given. Suppose a small number, that means we take 10. Suppose 500, 800, 300, 200, 250. Then we can take 100 to 200, 200 to 300, 300 to 400. So the size of the group will be 100. Or suppose sometimes in question also given to you, take the group or the size of the group is 10, or the size of group is 25, or the size of group is 50 or 100. So according to that you have to make a group and you have to make the tally marks and the frequency. Group distribution table you can make. Okay, so this is the main things you have to remind. So you will make a group, then upper limit, lower limit you must know. Upper limit must not come the number in the group. Okay, that will come in next group. Suppose the group you make like this: 0 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29. This type also group can be made, but here 10 to 9. So 19 is not here. So 19 will come in this group. Okay, 20 will come, 29 will come this group. So next we will start from 30 to 39. Okay, so here both upper limit, lower limit, both numbers will come in this group. So what you make the distribution table or the grouping, according to that you will make the data. Okay, so now we solve the question given. So here you will make the grouping of 10 numbers. Okay, so we will write, suppose 0 to 10, again 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, okay, 60 to 70. So here in this group 10 will not come, in this group 20 will not come, here 30 will not come, like this we make. Suppose 21, where it will come? 20 to 30, you make one line. 10, in which group? Here it will not come. This group, make one line. 10. Then 30, 30 means here. 22, where? 20 to 30, 1. 12, 0 to 10, 1. 25, again 20 to 30. 42 will come, 40 to 50. Okay, 42. Again 39 means 30 to 40, 39. 26, 20 to 30. 27 also, 20 to 30. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, you must do another line here. Fifth one. 25, again 20 to 30. 50 here. Okay. 45, in which group? 40 to 50. 26, 20 to 30. Like this you have to circle, otherwise you miss one number. 33, 30 to 40. 32, also 30 to 40. 47, 40 to 50. 48, also 40 to 50. 55, then 50 to 60. Then 37, again 30 to 40 means here already 4 are there, another fifth one will be, we cross out. Okay, 37. 28, 20 to 30. 25, same 20 to 30. And 48, 40 to 50, here already 4, plus another one. 63, 60 to 70. 50, not 40 to 50, 50 to 60. Okay. 39, 30 to 40. Then 40, 40 to 50. Now you count. How many 0 to 1 numbers? 1. 10 to 20, also 1. 20 to 30, this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Easy to count. 30 to 40, this is total 5, 1, 6. 40 to 50, again it is 5, 1, 6. 50 to 60, 3 numbers. Tally mark. 60 to 70, 1. Okay, this is frequency distribution table. Okay, so total number, how many total numbers? You add this. 1 to 9 to how much? 11, 6, 23, 26, 27. Okay, total is 27 numbers. So like this you make groups and tally marks, or groups may be according to distribution given. So here suppose one question will be asked, which numbers in maximum times, or which numbers are in between which group have maximum numbers. 42, which group? 20 to 30 has maximum numbers. Okay, so like this question may ask to you. So what is the class interval? Means what? 10. Class interval 10, 10 to 20, or the size of the group is 10, or width of the group is also 10. Which is the highest frequency? 9. Upper limit, suppose in this group, upper limit 20, lower limit 10. Like this question may come to you. So now suppose group distribution table is given to you. Some question asked. So look, this class interval 100 to 125, 125 to 150, 150 to 175. Here frequency given. So some questions asked. So what is the size of the class interval? Size of the class interval means, suppose size means what I said, upper limit minus lower limit. It will be same, will count. So 125 minus 100 equal to 25. Wherever you minus, you will get same 25. So size of the class interval is 25. Then which class has the highest frequency? Highest frequency, look out here, 140. So highest frequency is 200 to 225. Which class is highest frequency means 200 to 225. Suppose which class is the lowest frequency? You look, which is lowest? It is 20. 300 to 325. Lowest frequency. It is highest frequency. It is lowest frequency. Okay. Then which is the upper limit of the class interval? 250 to 275. So here in this class interval, which is the upper limit? Obviously 275. It is lower limit. So upper limit is 275. Then which two classes have the same frequency? Same frequency, look out. Where is same frequency? 20, 50, 35, 50, 55, 55. These two class has a same frequency. Here 150 to 175, then 225 to 250. These two has a same frequency. So if data is given, if questions is asked, then you can solve like this. So this is all about today's class. Thank you, and I hope you can make the distribution table and frequency distribution table in grouped and ungrouped data. Thank you.